Hello, first grade. I'm so sorry that I'm gone again today. I miss you, Mrs. Witzel's class. I know you're in really good hands with Miss Ford. We're going to do a really fun drawing project today, and we're going to do some tempura cakes to color it. So, you guys ready to get started? I am. Here we go. All right, first graders. So we're going to draw this really awesome little seal in some water, a little bit of land, and a sun behind him. Okay? We're even going to draw this really cool horizon line. It's going to be great. So you need to get your piece of paper. You need to make sure your paper is landscape. We don't want it portrait. We want it landscape, the long way. Let's go ahead and write our name. Please pick a corner. Don't write it big across, because if we make a mistake and we want to turn our paper over, then you can do it if you have just a small name. But if you have a giant name across it, it's going to be really hard. Write your class code as well. Okay? Write your name and then go ahead and flip your paper over. All right, you guys, we're going to start, and we're all going to be using black crayons. Don't be scared. We can do it. You don't need to have a pencil. We're just going to take our time, okay? So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to draw a wavy line across our paper, okay? We want it to be about in the middle of our paper. So we don't want it super high. We don't want it super low, okay? Sometimes I'll just put my hand on my paper, and that'll kind of tell me that's about halfway. So I'm going to do a soft, wavy line. Notice what I mean by soft. This is a soft, wavy line. This is not soft. This is like really, really bumpy. That's going to be hard to paint, so I'm not going to do that. I want a soft, wavy line. Our ocean's going to be kind of smooth today. Once you have this line, we're going to draw our seal's head. It's just going to be a rainbow line. Now notice it doesn't go up super high. It's just kind of popping up over the wave, okay? Let's go ahead and draw another wave down here. This kind of reminds me of our sunset that we did for our Art to Remember project with the waves. So we should have one wave. We should have our seal's head, our second wave. So we don't have a lot of lines yet. Now, the last line that we're going to make is our horizon line. This is our horizon line. The horizon line is it's an imaginary line that shows where the water stops and the earth, and the sky, how they come together. Sometimes it's like land and sky. Ours is going to be water and sky. So it's kind of like where they meet. So if you've ever looked out over the ocean, you can just kind of see the ocean and then you see the sky. So we're going to kind of do it here, and we're going to stop when we get to our seal's head, go behind it, and continue. So I don't want it way up here. I want it to kind of be close here to my, my big wave. So I'm going to take my crayon and do a straight line. This one is straight. When I get to my seal's head, I stop. Pretend it goes behind, 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 and continues over here. Okay, so start it here. Stop when you get to your seal's head. Don't cut over your poor seal's head. Pretend it goes behind, 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 continues over there, and that should be a straight line. Okay, now let's draw a little bit in our background. We're not going to draw a ton of things. You could draw like two different things, okay? So you could draw like a little island with like some palm trees, or you could do a sun or a moon if you wanted to do it at night. It's kind of up to you. I think I'm going to do a nice sun over here. If you look at my example that I did last time, right here, I did a rising sun, so it's kind of coming up. So I just did almost like my seal's head, just a little rainbow line. It's totally up to you, okay? I do like having like a little island right here, so I'm going to do like a little sand island. And on my island, I think I'm going to put an umbrella, because there's like somebody hanging out on my island. And this is their umbrella. They're like sunbathing, okay? So just draw two things. Don't draw 15 different things. Just draw two things. Choose two. Okay, go ahead and pause this while you guys do your background. Okay, now that you have your background done, we're going to do our seal's face. So let me show it to you first. It's a cute seal. Really simple. We're just going to draw 2 eyes, and we're going to fill them in with our crayon. Little nose and a little mouth. Mine's super tiny because my wave is so big. I like to put whiskers on my seal because they have whiskers. So I put 3 dots on each side. And I am ready to paint. Okay? So, once you get to this point, put your crayon away. Don't add a bunch of different things because we want it to look just clean. We're going to paint all these beautiful things. So just stop when you get to this point. All right, we're ready to paint. You and your shoulder partner are going to share a cup of water. Just a cup. You don't need to have the doggy bowls, just a cup of water. Everybody needs a paintbrush, and your table's going to have your tempera cakes. Remember, these are like watercolors. You have to have a wet brush. You just rub 1, 2, 3, paint. When you change colors, you have to wash your brush. Okay? So friends, let's start painting our gorgeous seal here. I think I'll start with my seal. I'm going to paint him brown. So I'm going to try to stay in those lines. The cool thing is that we used crayon. So we're going to have that really awesome wax resist. So wherever I put that crayon, my paint is not going to cover it, and I'm still going to be able to see that crayon. So I'm going to be able to see his nose and his eyes and all of that fun stuff. All right. So for your water, go ahead and choose, blues and greens and purples. Anybody remember if those are warm or cool colors? They are cool colors. So let's paint cool colors on our ocean. You can do all of the same color if you want. Maybe you want to do a little bit of blue on one section of your water and then do another section purple or even green. It's totally up to you. This is your painting, and I want you to make it look how you want to make it. You are the artist. Let me see your vision, okay? Don't mix the colors inside of the tray, okay? If you wanted to mix some colors, you need to wash your brush, get some other colors, and if I wanted to kind of put some greens in here, I could, okay? Totally up to you. All right, let's finish painting. All right, you guys, I'm finished painting. I just did some kind of cool colors down here. I did warm colors up here for my sunset, my sun. I just used a little bit of brown, so a lot of water. I just dipped a tiny bit of brown to make that real light kind of sand color. And I like it. I'm really happy with it. I think it looks cool. It looks like my waves are kind of moving down here. So I'm going to go put this on the drying rack. You guys have fun. Can't wait to see what you do. Make sure your name is on the back. Talk to you guys next week. I will be back next week, I promise.